But first, ladies, how were your weekends?
My weekend was great, because firstly on Saturday I went to see my two boys in Panto, playing Wishy and Washy.
Starring alongside
The ex-hubby.
father.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, how was that?
That was great. No, it was really good. And it was nice to see all of them up there, actually. Don't now, it was great. I'm being nice. No, it was great. And then on Sunday, I went to see the first show, of course, last night of Dancing on Ice. And I cannot tell you how fantastic it was to be there without skates.
I bet it was.
Oh, I loved every minute of it.
Were you nervous, though,
Do you know
Coleen?
what? I was sitting on, you know, in the audience, and the music started, and I got exactly the same fear and exactly the same feeling of I'm going to be sick. For them, because I knew they were down that tunnel going, oh, God, oh, God. It's... I felt for them. And then, of course, I was really upset for Sunita because she went out first. Really, really upset. And I thought she did really, really well.
So, why did she? Did she go because she made...
Well, here she is, look. And you see this this lift here?
Yeah.
And she really struggled with it all week, and it's a really different... I mean, that lift is something that they would normally give you in week 3 or 4. In fact, they never gave it to me in even week 13. But so she got that on the first show. It's a really difficult lift, and she absolutely pulled it off on the main show. But then, of course, she was in the skate-off, and it was the last bit of the routine, and she didn't get it. And
What happened then?
She just didn't get up, and she tried, and she handled it really well, and so did her partner. But actually, it showed how dangerous it is, because when it had finished and they went up onto the stage, his trousers were ripped to shreds from where her skates, because they're so sharp. Luckily, just his trousers.
Wow. So you had a bit of an icy weekend.
I did have
I had a bit of an icy weekend. Well, I was supposed to be in Swindon. I was supposed to be at a christening, and because we've had so much snow in East Anglia, where I live, everything was cancelled. So I thought, do you know what? For the first time, I'm going to embrace the snow, embrace the cold. It was snowing full on, and I went tobogganing with my friend Karen and all the kids. I did. I got absolutely drenched. But I went
frozen.
And frozen. But I did actually get on there and go to from the very, very top all the way down. Everybody was just going really fast, but in a straight line. No, me. I don't know how I did it. I kept turning backwards and rolling down the hill. But great fun, massive fun. You should try it. Come with me one day.
No, well, actually, I had a man on Saturday night.
Oh, hello! Yay! Who is it? Anyone we know?
He was a bit frosty at the time. Oh. And so he wasn't as warm as, you know, I would have expected. Because I really want, you know, I like something...
What sort of man?
Well, he got very black eyes.
Yeah.
I really like that. He got white hair, though, you know, but hey, I don't mind a bit of white hair. No. He was about 3 foot tall, which is fine, you know, I'm not heightist. And, but the only trouble is, once I fell into his arms, he melted. No, it was a snowman. I was in my friend's drive and unfortunately slid, rolled all the way down their drive and ended up inside the snowman.
Oh, my goodness. The question is, Sherrie, did he have a big carrot?
And on that note, thank you very much, Sherrie. OK, if you are currently single and you're looking for love, then you'll be more than aware of the options that are available to you when it comes to finding a partner. But did you know that the tried and tested online dating, that's so yesterday, has now evolved into DNA matching, where you can pick a partner based on your genetic compatibility. And it's predicted that the next mobile phone trend will be a location-based social networking thing that basically means that if you're in a pub and somebody else has the same likes and interests as you, you'll get a little kind of alert, and then you'll know to kind of, you know, try your luck. So, with science now playing Cupid, what do you think, ladies? Is this going to encourage you to be more proactive? Are singletons on the end there?
Well, it's all a bit odd. I think
very fancy, isn't it?
It is very fancy, and I think if you're desperate, if you can't, you just can't be alone, then try everything. That's what I'd say to the women. I'm not desperate yet. Not far off, Coleen. Thank you very much.
How long have you been single, though?
Less than a year, so it's not. But
it's nothing.
No, and I do have friends with benefits occasionally. Anyway, so
what do you do? Come on, what do you do then? Do you go out? Do you
the thing is, I go out more than you. I go out. I've got some exciting evenings happening in the next couple of weeks, which is good. But I do tend to go off the idea. So I'll have a Saturday free, Jake's at his dad's, and someone will say, look, there's this big party, why don't you come? And I'll think, on the Thursday, it's a good idea. Saturday morning, I've dropped Jake off, and I think, oh, just have a nice bath, get in my pyjamas, can't be bothered.
Yeah.
It's no good. However, I live in the countryside, and sometimes I go out with no makeup on, my wellies, for a quick, whatever, Coke down the pub with some friends. Now, if my text alert went off, can you imagine looking like an old dog, no makeup? Yeah. What would I do? I'd have to run home, and so for me, I
But
probably
you could have a farmer, couldn't you?
They
It's in the country.
well, do they go actually, they go to bed early, don't they?
Well, there you are.
You see, right on my street.
And you're a single mum, though, aren't you? So it's difficult when you've got babies.
For me. It is difficult to go out there and think, oh, you know, it's very hard dating. I'm 39, I've got a child. He's the most important thing. I work hard. You know what? When it happens, it happens. But, you know, you need to get out more.
I think it's difficult. I don't fancy having a swab, because that's what they do with DNA, don't they? They swab you. And I don't fancy that, really. But anyway, the thing is... No, I don't.
But wouldn't that help you to kind of sort the wheat from the chaff? You're starting from a point at which you know that you're compatible according to...
No. Anyway, it's much more difficult when you're a mature woman, because the thing is, men of my age want 20-year-olds. You know what I mean? And then the young ones, well, I could have given birth to most of them, so I'm not going to do that. So what do you go for? What age do you go for? I think it's very difficult to meet anybody. And that sounds all too complicated.
No, but you know what? Yesterday I met a lovely couple at lunch in a restaurant. They were your age, and they'd met, not in the most romantic of settings, at a funeral. And he was widowed, but they were very much in love. They were a really attractive couple, very, very happy together. And it wasn't a man chasing a woman much younger than him, or you know, so there's hope, Sherrie. And they were lovely, Eddie and Chris, they were.
Maybe I should start going to funerals.
I would recommend it.
Well, you see, you never know these days.
I tell you, it's emotional. They've all had a drink. It's, you know, you're on your way.
I think the problem with you two is, especially you, because I know you have a whole checklist of when you meet someone that they have to fulfil this checklist, and I don't think that works.
Ditch the list.
No, you can't ditch the list.
Yes, you can, because
What's on
your
your
list
list,
is you'd like somebody who's got children, but you don't want
the
someone
ex.
with an ex.
No.
Well, you can't have that.
Well, I
because
know,
if he's got children, he's got an ex.
Unless he's widowed.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry, I'm just pointing out the
funeral.
obvious.
Get a widower.
Yes, funeral, Zoe.
No, I'll tell you what, very, very quickly, this is what I want. I want a man that can talk and open up, tell me how he's feeling. Never had that. No jealousy, no possessiveness.
Forget it.
Funny.
Forget it.
Romantic.
Forget
likes
it.
a kiss and a cuddle.
Forget it.
Good with kids.
Forget it.
Got kids, don't want any more.
You're going to be single.
I know.
I want a man. Well, yes.
Who wants a man?
I want a man. I want a man who can open a tin of beans.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
a
not
bit
bad.
of toast.
Own
you
hair.
Want that? My friend, own hair, tall, funny. Robert Redford younger, but anyway, my friend had put a checklist out and made him do a task every time she met him on each date, and he did the task, and he was really good, and he cleared the task, every single one, and then she dumped him anyway. So what's the point? You can't start there.
Doing all the tasks. It's not attractive, is it?
Well, it's not attractive, is it? I know, that's it, you see.
We'll burn the list. Shall we burn the list?
I
burn
think
the list
ditch
and
the
start
list,
again.
drink a little more, hang out at some funerals.
Stop going to bed. Stop going to bed at 8:30 with your lecky blanket, Miss.
Absolutely. And also, Zoe, do you know what? Funerals could work for you because they're always daytime. You'd still be in bed by 8:30. OK, that's it.